What's up, Pretender here. Ever want to learn how to edit gameplay videos in DaVinci Resolve? Or just curious how gameplay videos are made? If so, this video is for you. There's lots of ways to do it, but I'm going to show you my full editing process from start to finish. If this is all new to you, or you're curious about the equipment that I'm using, be sure and check out my other video called Streaming on a Budget. I'll have the link in the description if you want to check it out. Here's Resolve in all its glory. It's going to be a little overwhelming at first when you open it, but just stick with me here. It's not, we don't need to use a lot of the things that are in here, so I'll kind of walk you through what you need to use to get your gameplay edited and delivered to YouTube. Down at the bottom, get this tab bar down here. That's your main navigation to get between the different parts of DaVinci Resolve. Media, I don't ever use. That's where you can bring in your media that you're going to use for this project. You can do that in Edit. The cut page, I never use it either. On the cut page, you can do all that you need to do on the edit page. Edit, that's where you're gonna spend almost all your time is on the edit page. This is where you pull your media in, drag it into the timeline, and edit and get the video ready. Fusion, don't really use that. That's for animation, things like that. Color, that's for coloring video, and when you're editing, don't really need to do that. The gameplay looks fine. Fairlight, that's for audio. I do use that every once in a while just to monitor the audio. It's not a must. And then Deliver. So Deliver's where you're going to set up your export and then export the video into the final output folder. And that's the video that you upload to YouTube. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do once this starts up is you're going to want to get your project resolution and frames per second set up. You're going to want to click down at the bottom right here on the gear. Depending on what resolution you're recording in with OBS, that's the resolution you're going to want to pick here. So nothing wrong with 1920 by 1080. That's 1080p. That's a good resolution for YouTube. However, I have I record in ultra wide 1440. So I'm going to set up custom resolution. You can see here there's lots of different standard resolutions, but my resolution is not in. So for me, I'm going to put in 3440 by 1440. So 1440 ultra wide. And then most important thing here is the frames per second. You're going to want that to be 60. You should be probably recording in 60 frames per second since you're doing gameplay. So you want that to match. If you're not, then you can lower it to whatever you're recording in. So if you are recording in a lower frame rate, you can set it to the lower frame rate here. So that's the important one, is the timeline format. The video monitoring, you can leave the same. And then the rest of these settings, you can leave the same. There's also a way to do this that we're not going to cover. If you want to look up DaVinci Resolve templates and watch how you can create a template. So basically you can set this up into a project and you can save it as a template. And then whenever you start a new project, you just double click on the template. It opens it up in a brand new project that has all the settings set. But for now, we'll just set it manually. Once you're in the project, we're going to go and import media. So we've already got our settings set up. So that's the first thing. Next step is let's import our media. So I have 2 gameplay videos I'm going to import. I'm also going to import a couple of songs. So I have some music for some tense music for whenever we're in the fights, to show you how to do that. I have some music for the opening scene. I usually do the opening scene. So, video generally for gameplay, you have an opening and you have the main gameplay and then a closing. It's pretty simple. And also as part of that, you'll have your A-roll footage, your audio, music, and a voiceover. So now that we have our media in there, we're going to create a timeline. So right click in the media pool, create new timeline. Just call it timeline 1. That's fine. So video tracks, we'll have 1 video track, which is our main video. And don't worry if you need another video track, you can drag it into the timeline later and it'll automatically create one. And then for audio tracks, we're going to want 6. So we'll have 4 for our gameplay for me, because I have 3 individual tracks and then the combined track. And then so that's 4. and then I'll create an audio track for music, an audio track for voiceover. So, and then we'll use the project settings. So just create. All right. So now we've got the video track, audio tracks set up, and you can rename them. So like for audio, I'll do combine. Second one is the mic. I think the third one is gameplay. You can change these later if we gameplay audio. For this chat. And then for audio clip 5, we'll do voice, we'll do music. Order doesn't matter for the music and voiceover. And 6, we'll do voiceover. I like to name them, and if you create a template, you can name all these and save it your template, and then all this timeline and everything's already created. All right, so now we have a timeline. Let's drag in a video. So when I make a video, you generally have an intro. So in Delta Force, there's an opening cutscene for every raid. So generally, I just use that as the opening scene. I'll get the beginning, and I'll drag my timeline over and get to where the gameplay actually starts, about right there. And then I'll click on the clip, and then you'll hit Control B. Control B is to cut the clip. So Control B. You can see right there where the playhead was, there's now a cut. So these are 2 individual clips, right? So now, excuse me, I can control everything in this clip without affecting the rest of the gameplay. So the first thing I'll usually do for the opening scene is I'll just go in and I'll mute the whole thing, right? Because I'm going to usually voice over the opening scene with some music. So we'll go ahead and turn that down completely, and then I'll drag my music clip over. Okay. Then we'll want to size it. So this bar right here with the plus and minus, that shrinks your timeline. So you go left, you can see it cuts everything down. So what you're going to do sometimes is trim that down, squash it down so you can get to where you need to be, because we need to move the music to where it ends at the end of the intro. So we'll drag the music back. Okay. To where it lines up with the playhead. Okay. So now we have our intro with some music. And if you want the music to fade out, click on it, and you can get a hold of this little bar right here and just scooch to the left, and that will start dimming the music down as you get towards the end of your intro. And then I'll just play and see how it sounds. Okay, sounds fine. So with the music, one thing you're going to want to do with the music is generally I'll turn it down. You don't want it to overwhelm the voiceover or the gameplay. Generally, I'll start at around -10. I'll start there, and it may be too low, and then if it's too low, I'll generally go -5. So somewhere between -5 and -10. And another thing to do with the music is to click right here on the music track, and you saw right here this changed menus. We're going to want to turn on the ducker. Okay. And what the ducker does is it adjusts the music loudness to whatever track you want. So in this opening track, we're going to want to adjust. We're going to want to adjust the ducker against our voiceover. So so when we voice over the intro, music will kind of go up and down as we're talking. And I generally set the ducker level to 5. I'll leave the auto path alone. Let's just say we're going to do some voiceover. You'll hit this microphone, and the record voiceover box will pop up. So you're going to want to pick your microphone. So for me, it's the SC8. And then the audio track that we want to record on is voiceover. So the reason that's why I like to name these tracks is because it shows into these different menus, and it makes it really easy. So when you're going to record, by default, it should have the 3-second countdown. But when you click the record button here, you'll get the 3-second countdown, and then once it counts down, you're ready to start going. So let's just kind of make up something. Hey, what's up, Pretender here? Got an SR3M video for you today and a SCAR video for you today. Check out the 2 raids and let me know which gun you like better. See ya. That's how you add a voiceover. It's not great, just kind of going off the cuff. So, all right, so you can see here, looking at the voiceover track down here, I've got highlighted. There's a lot of dead space at the front. So basically you just move, you highlight it, you move your playhead to where you want to cut it. Control B, and you hit backspace to delete. You can slide that over. Undo that. You can also, you highlight it, hit delete, and that will bring everything over. And generally, when I'm down in here, I'll just hit this, and I'll hit the backspace. I'll just hit the backspace and drag this over. We've got the music dragged over, or the voiceover dragged over, and you can see not quite as long as the video. So basically all we'll do is we'll just pull this back, pull the music back to where it's going to the edge of the voiceover. So now everything will kind of stop at the same time and transition to the next clip. So listening through that, I don't like the very end where I say C. I think it felt a little rushed. You can listen to it for yourself here. Check out the 2 raids and let me know which gun you like better. See ya.
See.
So it feels a little rushed to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut that out. So you're going to hit the plus. You're trying to get to where it's dialed in a little more, so you can see what you're doing here. Gets, I think, about right. So in between here's the lull and the voiceover. See ya. Yep. So I guess we'll put it like right here before we get to the word see ya. And make sure you're clicked on the voiceover. Hit Control B to cut it. Okay. So we're going to cut it out. Now that we have that cut out, we're going to want to bring this all back over. So we'll just drag this to there now. Drag this. So now let's see what it's like. Video for you today. Check out the 2 raids and let me know which gun you like better. See is okay. We've got the intro, not the best voiceover. I'd have probably redone that a couple of times to get it better, but for the sake of just showing you how to do it, that'll work. All right, so we have our audio kind of coming down at the end. What I also like to do when we're going in to the gameplay is bring the video from lower to higher, so you're going down on the intro and then up on the gameplay. Since we just have all gameplay here, all the audio is the same. I'm just going to mute the combined track so that we can just focus on the individual audio tracks instead of the combined. So what we'll do is we'll pull back the audio there, and let's see what that sounds like. And let me know which gun you like better.
Safe, right?
All right, another thing I like to do that I didn't do here that I'm going to do is I like to extend the music into the gameplay and have the music coming down as the voice is coming, as the gameplay audio is coming in. So I basically just try to mirror these. So let me know which gun you like better.
Safe, right?
We'll see. So kind of transitions nicer. After I stopped recording last night, took a break, I realized I didn't like how right through here, there was there was a dark fadeaway for a few seconds as I was talking. I didn't like that. Also wanted the song to extend a little further in. So I just went in and cleaned that up. So I just shortened the clip a little bit and removed the black screen so that it transitions into the into the gameplay faster. And then I moved the music over further into the gameplay and then drug this fade back a little further so it fades in a little nicer. So just give you an update there real quick. Now that we have all that cleaned up, I'm going to show you real quick how to do a video transition. So transitions like, screen fades or some type of animation between scenes. So if you don't see the effects box, you'll want to click the little effects button here in the top left menu. When you click that, you'll see the effects open up. This is where all your effects are for audio, video transitions, text, all the things that you can do in your video when you're editing. So we're going to go to video transitions and we'll just pick one. I'll pick the block glitch for now. So what we're looking for is the transition to sit between these two clips going from the opening scene to the main gameplay. So you just drag it on and then you'll see it cover over the ending of the first and the starting of the second. So just let it go and it's in. If you want to make adjustments to it, you can over here on the right in the inspector panel. Basically just kind of leave it default. So I'll show you real quick what it looks like. 2 raids and let me know which gun you like better. It just gives it a little bit of a transition. So just wanted to show you that real quick. I use transitions a lot, use various ones. You can also over here, if you kind of move the mouse over the transition, it'll show you what it does. So you can get an idea of what it's doing before dragging it over. We'll start editing the gameplay. So I'll show you how I do that. The fight takes place pretty quick, so I don't need to edit anything till we get to the fight, other than I am going to show you how to clip and speed up the opening of the safe, because it's several seconds that can be sped up. It's really not important to the video, other than there is a safe there, and that's where people will be rushing to try to get to it first. All right.
Accurate data.
So when you're editing and when you're on the timeline and you're looking for places to get to on the timeline to edit, the 3 keys that you're going to really want to use are L, J, K. L is forward, J is backwards, and K is pause. With the L and J key, you can also hit them multiple times to speed it up. So if you're trying to go forward and you know it's several minutes ahead that you're trying to get to, you can hit L a few times and it will just do it like 2x, 3x, 4x, whatever. Then just hit K to pause it when you're done. Same for J. You can keep hitting it to go faster backwards.
J equals smooth execution.
All right, so we're going to get to the spot where we have the save.
Shit. Oh shit. He's, okay, I'm shooting inside Rex.
All right, so here we are at the safe. We're gonna cut this piece, and then we're gonna speed up the actual cracking of the safe. So about right here where the safe opens up, hit Control B to clip it, and then make sure the safe clip is highlighted. And then over here in the inspector, speed change wasn't opened up. Open up speed change. Let's set it to 250. We'll set that to 250, and that will adjust the clip. It shrinks it down because it's going faster on the timeline. So what we're going to do now is we want to get to the end of the safe. All right, so now that we've got it opened, we want to clip that again. Okay, so we just want this clip here to be at the 250 speed. But you can see here, this clip is also at 250. So in DaVinci, circle arrows means reset. So we're just going to reset that back. Okay, and that's it. So now when I get to the safe and we open it,
Are we going to go into barracks?
that saves us some time and speeds up kind of a piece of the video. It's important to the video, but watching the numbers scroll is just kind of a waste of time. So we have our safe sped up, and now we're back to the regular clip. Just going to drag this along so you can kind of see, but the fight starts immediately. So he gets shot. I kill the guy, first guy.
Right here.
And then you look over here, there's a huge gap of where nothing's happening. So that's definitely something that we can clip. So what we'll do, we'll go to where there's no audio, no action. Control B, move to the edge where it's happening. We'll hit Control B. We'll make sure the middle clip we want deleted is highlighted, and then we'll hit the del key to pull everything, ripple delete, and bring everything back. So that's how you can like get rid of things real quick, is just look for the dead space. But there's also things that aren't super important, right? So I get the kill here. Then I'm looking down this lane, and then I start healing. I don't think I really need to show myself healing. So get back, clip that, bring that back in, and we'll show me. And then it will show me back in action again. So probably stretch that, just get a little bit of non-action there. Okay. So as we transition, it doesn't go straight into the action. And then what we'll do is we'll add a block glitch or transition, video transition. So I like to kind of transition between scenes when I'm cutting stuff, because otherwise it can kind of look like it just glitches to it. This way you're kind of telling the viewer that you've cut something and you're transitioning to a new scene. The tunnel. Okay, see that? It looks a lot nicer.
They killed me.
Okay, so I think probably right in here is where we can probably start up some music. We'll put it here, and then we'll adjust it. We'll kind of watch and adjust, but there's going to be some gaps here probably. And I kill the guy there, so let's probably put the music right after he says I'm dead.
Oh, they killed me.
Okay, so probably like right there. Let's kind of start the. So I got this clip from YouTube audio library called Final Boss. Drag that in. All you do is just drag it down to the music channel. All right, so let's see what that sounds like. So first thing, so let's start with negative. Let's bring that over so it starts just a little.
They killed me.
After that kill, there's going to be some time where we're kind of looking for each other. We're playing a little game of chicken. So if you see like right through here, kill there, and then not a lot happening. So what I'm going to do, flip it after I kill him. You can see there's really no action going on for a while. So I'll come flip it here as well. Already clipped that. Flip it there. There's no action. We'll just delete that.
Oh, I only saw the guy that you killed. I think he's the one.
Okay, so let's bring in another block glitch just to show that show the viewer that we're transitioning to a new scene. Okay, so I should have, and if you play this game, you're going to say, yeah, you should have pushed when I put some bullets in him, and I should have. I was playing it careful. So what I'll do is I can cut some of this out. Probably cut like right here. Forward. At least to there. All right, so way too much there, just kind of downtime. So let's go back to here.
Flash.
Flashing zone out.
Get a hit there. So right here, let's clip it because there's really nothing interesting after. Forward. That's where he bombs again. Trying to decide what I want to do here. All right, so let's get to here to where we're going to get some action coming up again, finally. It's over. So we'll drag that over, and then we'll put our block glitch there for transition.
Flash. seconds.
10.
Yep. 7, 6, 5.
Hey,
Oh,
time to
dude.
hook up.
You're crazy. That was crazy.
Worked out perfect.
All right.
So let's go back to where it ends and he says you're crazy.
That was crazy.
All right, so there's got that. That should be that. All right, so we're going to voice over the closing scene. So the first thing we'll do is we'll turn down the volume in this clip. It's already turned down. Then we'll hit our voiceover. Just make something up here. Generally, you'll have it scripted, but I'll just make something up. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video of the SR3M in action. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. It's free to do, and it helps me out a ton. Talk to you later. See ya. I'd probably redone that a couple of times, but it is what it is. It's fine for this. I'm going to clip out some dead space there. Okay. Clip out some dead space. Move that over. Clip out just a little bit of dead space there. Okay. Also in the closing, I like to put the opening song back in. So what we'll do is we'll, grab that, shoot it over. See if what it sounds like kind of coming into that other song. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. So the other song ends. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video of the SR3M in action. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. It's just free to do, and it helps me out a ton. Talk to you later. See ya. We'll adjust our video. We'll flip our video. We don't need anything past that. Then for here, we'll just, you can clip it, but I just usually. All right, back to there. Let's finish our closing scene here. Probably see what that. Talk to you later. See ya. There we go. The last thing we'll do is we talk about like. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. So generally, I'll have like a call to action YouTube icon. But for this, I wanted to show you how to add some text. So you go to your effects. Make sure effects is turned on. Titles. You just put in text plus. Bring it on top. See it sits on top. If you want to adjust anything in your on your display up here, you got to make sure you hit this square button, and it will allow you to move things. So what you want to make sure is you're on the scene, and then the thing you want to move is active. So we'll put it like, put that like, start right there. We're going to change something. So font color, red. And I think it always looks nicer with some shadowing. So go to shading. Enable black shadow. See, there's a black shadow now. Then we can just adjust the size to whatever. So let's put it like, see what that looks like. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. It's free to do, and it helps me out a ton. Talk to you later. See ya. All right, there you go. That is how you edit a video. And if you had more gameplay clips, you would just continue adding them on to the end and transitioning, etc. So pretty straightforward. Now that we have the video edited, it's time to render the final output to get the asset to upload to YouTube. All right, so you're going to click on Deliver down here, main menu, or the nav bar down at the bottom. Click on Deliver. When you get in there, you'll see some presets. There is a YouTube preset. You can try that, especially if you're doing 1080p. I've not tried it. I've not tried the YouTube preset, but something to give a try. I'll show you a custom preset that I use. So I have an ultra wide preset that I created, and that's for just standard YouTube videos, and I have one for short. It'll export to short format or the standard ultra wide that I use. If you want to do that, what you'll do is after you get your settings in here, you'll just click on the three and you'll click on save as new preset and you name it and it'll show up right here. So I'm going to click on ultra wide and I'll show you what to do after that. So the name of the file you want, easily give it the name of the video. So put mine in the final output directory that I have created in that new gameplay folder. For the video, I don't change a whole lot in here other than I export to MP4. I use an AV1 codec. If you don't have that, you can use the H.264 and NVIDIA's my type. For me, because I'm doing a custom resolution, I have to do custom resolution and I do 3840 by 1600. So you would want that to be whatever you've filmed your video in. And the other thing is to make sure that your frame rate is 60 or whatever frame rate that you recorded in. The rest of the stuff down here, I think I may have set this to best, but just try it at best. And if it takes too long, you can always back it down. The difference is in some of these settings, it'll just take longer to render based on how good your GPU is, which is not a big deal because you can just, hit render and walk away and let it go. So the rest of these, variable bitrate, enabled, high quality, you can just kind of copy these to try it. All of these down here in advanced settings, I didn't touch. And I did not touch any of these down here with subtitles. I didn't export subtitles or do any of this here. The other big thing, I didn't really mess with file. I never do anything with file. Audio is important. So when you export audio, I use the AAC codec. Most important thing is the audio normalization. You want to normalize your audio to the channel that you're going to be uploading to. So for you, myself, and others that are doing YouTube, just always pick YouTube and normalize it and optimize to standard. What this will do is adjust the audio to the best LUFS for YouTube. I think YouTube is -14, so it'll try to adjust your audio to be the right audio level that YouTube wants for optimal volume on your on your audio. So just make sure, the important thing here is make sure you select YouTube. And then once you're done, this is kind of weird because you add it to the render queue. And once it's over in the render queue, you click render all. But once you click render all, it'll start doing its thing, going through and rendering. And when it's done, get the final video. That's a wrap. Stick around if you want to see the final video that we edited. Also, please smash like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps me a ton. See ya. Hey, what's up, Pretender here. Got an SR3M video for you today and a SCAR video for you today. Check out the two raids and let me know which gun you like better.
Accurate data equals smooth execution. You know that, right?
Oh shit.
Saeed. Oh shit. That means, okay, I hear shooting inside barracks.
Watch that. Watch them come down tunnel. I'm gonna get out.
Are we gonna go into barracks?
Maybe not.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! I'm already shot. I'm dead.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
He's already coming on right on you. Opposite me. Opposite me.
I killed one.
I'm gonna try to make it to the tunnel.
Yeah, make it to the tunnel.
Oh, they killed me. Oh, I only saw the guy that you killed. I think he's the one that killed me. But someone shot me just before I went in the tunnel. I think he's good. Your hat claw's up in a second. Use your hat claw.
Yeah.
Found them!
Look underneath the truck.
Enemy located!
Throw a flash.
Flashing drone out.
Flash. About 10 seconds.
10.
Yep. 7, 6, 5.
Hey,
Oh,
time to
dude.
pick up.
You're crazy. That was crazy.
Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video of the SR3M in action. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. It's free to do and it helps me out a ton. Talk to you later. See ya.